Hello, welcome to my channel. You are the one where we talk all things law of assumption, and today we are talking about how the quality of your self-concept affects the choice of assumptions you make in regards to the facts of life. I'm going to explain a bit more about that, so stick around. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. I'm so happy you are here. And for those of you who are not new, so great to see you again. My name is Hedley Derenzie. I am a qualified life coach. I'm an author, and I'm super passionate about the amazing teachings of the law of assumption as originally taught by the great American mystic Neville Goddard. It is the stories that we tell that create our life. So if you want to change any part of your life, you have to start by changing the story. And if you want to create the most amazing life, it helps to know how to tell the most amazing stories. And that is where these teachings can really help. And that is why I am here. I want to help you to tell the most amazing stories that you can possibly imagine for yourself. If you would like support with that, I am available for coaching. I also have a free 21 days set yourself up with the ultimate self-concept course, which is the ultimate story that you want to be telling and the point of this video. All of that you'll find in the box below this video or at my website, youaretheone.com.au. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, welcome. I am just loving my new backdrop. It's just so colorful and bright and happy. It makes me happy. I got some new ones coming, so that's very exciting as well. I just love making these videos, so I just want to thank you for watching them because it just inspires me to keep making them and getting creative with them and just having fun with them. So yeah, thank you so much. Today we are talking about your self-concept. I haven't done one on self-concept for a while, and self-concept, as I say in my introduction every single video, is the most important story that you want to be telling. Your self-concept is the ultimate story because your self-concept is what sets up your experience of this 3D physical lived experience that we're all having in this beautiful human body with our five senses. It's like the foundation of your lived experience. So if you have a really strong, high quality self-concept, you're going to be having a really awesome time. If you have a low quality, bit of a negative self-concept, you're going to have a much more difficult time and kind of a shitty time. Here's the thing about self-concept. The self-concept is the ultimate assumption because you're making it up. Either way, whether it's negative or positive, you're the one that decides what your self-concept is. So therefore, your self-concept is an assumption, and of course it is because we're often assuming the worst about ourselves. And so if we were to change our self-concept to a new self-concept, like I'm worthy, I'm loved, I'm wanted, I'm beautiful, I'm smart, I'm intelligent, I'm abundant, whatever, that means that the self-concept we've had up until this point is just an assumption, just one big collection of assumptions. Like that's awesome because when you realize that the story that you're telling about yourself is not real, it's just made up, like everything, then you can change it. So let's get to how your self-concept influences the choice of assumptions that you make, because as this is the law of assumption, it is the assumptions that we're making that is governing our reality and our experience that we're having. So if you have a low self-concept, if you have a negative story about yourself, you will assume assumptions that match the quality of your self-concept. Your self-concept is the foundation for your life, and it will govern the assumptions that you're choosing to place over the facts that you experience in your 3D. So you really want to be up-leveling your self-concept to a super high quality so that you will then choose assumptions of the same quality. And I'll give you an example that I gave in the other video. So let's say, for example, your specific person said they would call and they didn't call. What you've got there are two facts. They said they'd call, that's one fact. They didn't call, that's another fact. Now, what we do is we overlay those facts with assumptions. And this is where we are making shit up as we go. Like literally, we're assuming the assumptions that we're overlaying are truth. Now, they're not truth. That you could choose from a whole, like an infinite number of assumptions that can overlay that fact. And your self-concept, the story that you have about yourself, will determine which assumption you choose. If you have a low quality self-concept, you will choose a low quality assumption to go over that fact. For example, you may think that because this person hasn't called, it's because they're not interested in you. That is an assumption that matches a low quality self-concept. So your self-concept have just picked out of an infinite number of assumptions it could pick, the one that matches the quality of its self-concept, a really low quality, unfavorable one. And it feels real. That's why, it's hard to break that habit, because it feels real, even though it's not. You've just made it up. Now, if you have a high quality self-concept, you can take that same fact, those same facts, and you will say, the assumption you'll make is, they're just busy. They'll call me when they're ready. I'll just get on with my fabulous life. The same facts, two very different experiences, and based on the assumptions that you choose will determine the experience you have in relation to that fact. Let's say you have a bill that costs a certain amount of money. Let's say you have a certain amount of money in your account that does not match the amount that's on that bill. Those are facts. They're just facts. Now, if you have a low quality self-concept, you will then overlay a low quality assumption over that, which is, I can't afford it, I don't have any money, I'm a loser, I'm like broke all the time, or whatever it is. You'll have a low quality story that goes along with that fact. If you have a high self-concept, a high quality self-concept, you'll be like, okay, I can see that there's a discrepancy here, but I know that money always comes in and that will be taken care of somehow, some way, I don't know. Those are just assumptions. They are two different assumptions that will govern the experience that you have of that same fact. It's really, 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 really important to be working on your self-concept every day. Remembering your self-concept is just one big giant assumption. It's the story that you're telling about yourself. And that story is based on assumptions that you have decided to persist with, unconsciously mostly, and they've been embedded in your subconscious and reflected back in your reality. So you've assumed it as true. It is not true. Your self-concept is just a story that you are telling about yourself. So if it's of a low quality, you want to raise it. If it's of high quality, you want to continue to embed it. Because remember, self-concept is just like brushing your teeth. You have to be doing it every day. So it's really important that you're working on your self-concept. I have a free self-concept course. I really believe in the self-concept, and you can adapt it to your own life. I've got a friend of mine who is doing one affirmation each month, I think it is. So she's up to the abundance one, and she just had a lovely little thing happen where she gained some more money. So that was cool. Anyway, beside the point, work on your self-concept. And of course, you don't need my course. You don't need anyone's course. You just need to work on it yourself every day and tell the more favorable story about yourself. Remember, we're just making it all up. We are literally making this all up. This is all a made-up experience, and it starts in your imagination. So start telling the best, most incredible story that you can possibly imagine for yourself, and then persist with it. That's actually the key. All right, that's all from me for now. As always, remember, you are the amazing creators of your reality. You are the superstar of your show. You are the producer, the writer, the director, and the actor in your movie. What you assume to be true will be so. So assume the best for you. Assume the best for everyone in your movie too, and you will have an amazing life. And this is my wish, my vision, and my prayer for you. Thank you so much. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I would love to have you, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.